皆さん、こんにちは。これから一緒に日本語で話しましょう。Hello everyone. I am an international student in the University of Tsukuba in Japan. I really love speaking Japanese and want to find more people who love animes, Japan's culture, and traveling in Japan. So I started this program for myself and you to teach useful Japanese and share my experience in Japan as a student. Our first lesson is about Japanese greetings, but before we start, I want to show you something about Japan and my university. Here are 4 reasons in Japan. They have totally different charm. In spring, the most beautiful thing is to go and see cherry blossoms, having a picnic under a cherry blossom tree, taking lovely photos with your family or your girlfriend, your boyfriend. It is the best thing to do in spring. Even the whole seasons in Japan. For summer, there will be more than thousands of firework festivals all over Japan. It is the most romantic thing for couples and it's free of charge. How wonderful! And in autumn, the excursions for view scarlet maple leaves is always an unrefusable choice. And the last one is the scenery of my university in winter. So, okay, let's begin our lesson today. There are some basic greetings in Japanese, just like in English. I have here the pronunciation and the spellings for you. So I will read them each 3 times and please repeat it after me. おはようございます。おはようございます。おはようございます。Good morning. If you are talking with a friend, you can just say おはよう. But if it's someone older than you, it's polite to use おはようございます. The next one. こんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。One uses it after morning, but before evening, just like hello, hey, hi. And actually, there is another way of greeting people after morning. It's the next one. お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。And the meaning is thank you for your hard work. I know it's a little bit strange for you guys to say that in English, but it's very normal to show your kindness while saluting someone in Japan, and it will make you like a native speaker. And the next one is こんばんは。こんばんは。こんばんは. Just like a good evening. And before one goes to bed, they should say おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい。or おやすみ. And likewise, if it's someone you are familiar with, then おやすみ is enough. Otherwise, you are ordered to use the full sentence おやすみなさい. After the basic greetings, you want to know more like names? Here is the situation of asking a person for their name. Firstly, you should of course, say hello and introduce yourself, and then you ask. Here is an example. こんにちは. Hello. 私は Mei です. My name is Mei. お名前は What's your name? Let's do it again. こんにちは。私は Mei です。お名前はこんにちは。私は Mei です。お名前ははじめまして。Nice to meet you. And this sentence you should put your name here and we plus と申します。と申します。The whole sentence will be はじめましてと申します。Nice to meet you. My name is just enter your name. And there are some words for eating. Before you start your meal, you should put your hands together and hear the sound of clapping. Then say いただきます。いただきます。いただきます。That means I'm very appreciating you for making food for me. Also, thanks the gods for providing it. Means that's it. And after the meal, it is customary to say ごちそうさまでした。ごちそうさまでした。ごちそうさまでした。To show you liked the food and the gratitude, no matter where you are in a restaurant or in someone's apartment, means it was very delicious and you liked it. And another singer is saying thank you and sorry. The normal way is ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。Like, thank you very much. Thank you. Or just ありがとう. Thanks. And as we mentioned above, using the short one with your friend and the longer one is of course suited for scenery supervisor and so on. Or if there is someone who said thank you, then the proper response is いいえ、どういたしまして。いいえ、どういたしまして。いいえ、どういたしまして。Speaking of expressing sorry, there are three ways from light to heavy. The first is 大丈夫ですか大丈夫ですか大丈夫ですか Just like, are you okay? And the answer is, yes, I'm okay, I'm fine. 大丈夫です。大丈夫です。大丈夫です。The question and the answer here are almost the same. You just need to answer it without か. And the second one is ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。Which is particularly for friends and young people, when one made some little mistakes, for example, touched someone's hand without intention or called the wrong number. And the third one is すみません、すみません、すみません. We can think of すみません as the equivalent to the English use of pardon me or excuse me, excuse my rudeness, my mistake. In addition, there is another usage of this word is asking people for something like excuse me in English. If you want to know the way of going to the airport, to the subway stations, you can use it as well. The last one for today's lesson is to say goodbye. The simplest one is exactly like English. Bye bye. Bye bye. Japanese are smart. Sometimes they will change the English word into their own language system by adopting Japanese spelling and keeping the same pronunciation. Bye bye is a good example. And the next one is usual. じゃあ、またね。じゃあ、またね。じゃあ、またね means see you next time, see you again. Both of them indicated that you still have some chance of meeting the person, but when we use the last one, sayonara, 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 there is a potential that you cannot see the person forever or for quite a long time. So if you say sayonara to your friends, they will feel a little strange and may ask you what happened to you or what happened to us. Or do you want to break up with me? Oh no. Okay, anyway, I think you can feel it yourself. And at the ending, we are gonna have a look at the new words. Most of you have may notice that not like English, some of Japanese have two ways of writing, only Roman or with Chinese characters. If you are interested in how to write Chinese characters, you can tell me and perhaps I will give some lessons. Anything you said is important for me. So today we learned I, me is watashi, watashi, watashi. And the name in Japanese is namae, namae, namae. Fine, okay. 大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫。Again is また、また、また。No. いいえ、いいえ、いいえ。This, this, this is for be verbs. And for seasons, firstly, spring is 春、春、春。Then summer is 夏、夏、 夏. Autumn is 秋. 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 And the last one, winter, is 冬. 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 And today we also learned one important grammar, which is the most common one in our daily life. To introduce yourself, the grammar is 私は plus your name and plus des. And here is a small detail need you to pay attention to. Normally in English countries, our family name is after the given name, but in Japanese, it is the opposite way. Family name comes first. For example, Emma Johnson, Emma John. You should say 私は John Emma です。私は John Emma です。私は John Emma です。As we talked before, 私は is I, so sometimes we can omit the subject I just to see the name plus des, like John です or Emma です or John Emma です。Which is a casual and informal way. When you want to call someone, it has no gender in Japanese, whether it's a lady or a gentleman. You can use son after one's family name, which is always polite, like Johnson, Johnson, Johnson. But in the case that you have already known each other for some times and became good friends or just friends, then you can only need the given name like Emma or given name with Chang, Chang, Emma-chan, Emma-chan, Emma-chan. It sounds cute and in accord with Japan's kawaii culture. By the way, one cannot call himself or herself san or jiang. It's only for other people. Like if like my name is Mei, I cannot call myself Mei or Mei. And the last part will be a short conclusion for today. I will read the sentence firstly, and you can try to follow me and recall its meaning. おはようございます。おはようございます。Good morning, morning. こんにちは。こんにちは。Hello, hi, hey. お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。You worked very hard today. こんばんは。こんばんは。Good evening. おやすみなさい。おやすみ。Good night. はじめまして。Nice to meet you. はじめまして。と申します。と申します。My name is 私はです。私はです。I am or my name is お名前はお名前は What's your name? いただきます。 いただきます。Let's eat. ごちそうさまでした。ごちそうさまでした。It was so delicious. I love the food. Thank you. ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。Thank you so much. Thank you. いいえ、どういたしまして。いいえ、どういたしまして。You are welcome. 大丈夫ですか？大丈夫ですか？ Are you okay? 大丈夫です。大丈夫です。Yes, I'm fine. ごめんなさい。ごめん。Sorry. すみません。すみません。I'm sorry. Excuse me. 春。春。Spring. 夏。夏。Summer. Summer. 秋。秋。Autumn. 冬。冬。Winter. Thank you for coming and learning Japanese with me. If there is some topic you are particularly interested in, please show me, please. I do want to share my happiness with you when I was learning Japanese. I love animes, Japanese food, Japanese nature, Japanese culture. I learned Japanese almost by myself and then went to Japan for a master degree. I hope we can learn Japanese together for a long time by ourselves. Thank you and see you! ありがとうございます。じゃあ、またね